organization, by the way, NYX, thepoet.org. Ask me afterwards. A bunch of stuff up on there. Anyway, I'll get to it. I got three tonight, which is kind of unusual for me. So let's get to it. This one I call Uncomfortable. In contemplation, I sit bewildered at how fast shift happens. Unity is at odds with community. As brother fights against brother, so much blood spilled for the thrill of being right. Fighting for justice that only exists in the minds of those making up the rules. It's easy to anoint ourselves as chosen when we're the masters, passing down edicts and commandments to those suffering our wicked whims. Dreams become nightmares convoluted with the collusion and the bribery, and we can do no wrong until the script is flipped and we find ourselves enslaved by the same covenant of blood, blindsided by the same rules, forced to kneel at the feet of those we called family, erased and subjugated by the same rhetoric, and suddenly it's unfair, unsafe, uncomfortable, crawling on our skin and binding with the chains on our souls. We cry out, Father, why have you forsaken us? But we are not forsaken. Chosen for glory, chosen for power, choosing greed and lust, and the beautiful death of our souls gone mad. It's so much tapestry. Every thread has a purpose, especially ones that have wandered astray. And they ask, why are we uncomfortable? Maybe I'm optimistic, not realistic about the notion of motivation and how rough water builds better boats, how the fires of hell on earth move mountains, how being disturbed often encourages chaos and change, unless the suffering is blinded by rage and loses the sense of purpose. I'm not saying suffering is necessary, but it has this funny way of making us humble, making us pause and reflect and ask, why should we continue the cycle? Humans are going to human, and life is going to life. But we can build ourselves up, rise against the rage against each other, and if we must be uncomfortable, we don't need to be alone. This one I called Thy strong word did cleave the darkness. At thy speaking it was done. Thy strong word. The power of words can't be understood, overstated, or underappreciated. They can bring magic of rainbows to the blind and elevate music to the deaf. Definitely, they can make walls crumble, make strong men stumble and fall to their knees. Please, Lord, make my words an instrument of peace. Inspire me not to preach, but to teach. Give me a pulpit, not for conversion, but to uplift the assertion that everyone has a voice. I want to inspire, to conspire with dreamers, living and breathing in the beauty of creation. Our salvation is within words, within books from stages and pages by poets, driven by mania to write everything down. I don't know if it's a blessing or if it's just observation through my perspective, ramblings of a defective mind lost in time. But everything is fine when it seems like our dreams are totally shattered, and still, our words matter. When the world ends, it will still depend on the defenders of speech. So I beseech us to believe in the power of ideas ascending into immortality, of love and hope and history doomed to repeat unless we pay attention. And so I keep speaking and dreaming out loud until my last breath, until there are no words left, and then another soul will pick up the pen. Alleluia, alleluia, praise to thee who words doth send. Alleluia, 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 without end. This one's short. This one's called Prayers. Walking, lost in my thoughts and observation, I noticed the wailing of an ambulance. Urgency and emergency no one seems to notice. A slight annoyance among the traffic, a blip on the radar of an entire day. But I pray. A homeless man is dozing on the bus, and I think of Jesus speaking about the least of us. As people pass by and grumble and mumble obscenities, as security tells him, be on your way. But I pray. In line at the market, I see a woman struggling to pay, carefully examining each item to see what she can do without for now. As others in line roll their eyes, another inconvenience on top of a hard day. But I pray. I'm hungry, I'm thirsty, I'm cold, my life is in tatters, bits scattered to the wind. I have every reason in the world to curse his name and blame him, shame him for my broken life. I could just as well hate him for being alive today. But I pray. Always, I pray.